Hello, hello, hello. I believe I am live. I hope I am live. It's saying I am live. Just wanting to tune in to do a quick overview today of our 3 days. So I'm just seeing if I can see this on my page to see if I am actually live. It is saying live, so I'm assuming I am. Lovely to be here. I know I just jumped on another quick little live a few moments ago, but I just wanted to jump on today just to once again say how thankful we are. And I know I keep saying this, but we really, really are so thankful for all of you who have participated, who have gone all in, particularly those of you who jumped on to the live for the 3 days. So just wanted to do a real quick overview because I know some people are busy, some people may not have caught up with the 3 days. So I just wanted to do a really quick share of what the 3 secrets were to get your kids to cooperate without yelling, nagging or threats. And just really thrilled for all of the feedback that we've had as well. I've actually got a testimony that I might read out to get starting actually from somebody who participated on the 3 days, and this lovely person actually lives in Tokyo, Japan, and she's from Zimbabwe, and she's a medical doctor, and she really just got so much from the program. She said, good morning, Lillian. Thank you. Congratulations. And you and Nathan hosted a great program. They gave us so much value. Thank you to, both so much. This was a huge reminder of things I need to start doing again. I need to spend more time with each of my sons. I also learned to speak to my sons like I would a friend. She said, in just 2 days, this made a big change in our home like magic. I started that immediately. I heard you teach it. So she took action quickly, right? My unique 15-year-old has become calm and more cooperative. He actually listens. I've been trying to teach him to use his words positively for years, but yesterday I casually mentioned the switch it game while we were talking about his school. We practiced together and he actually did it. So for the past 2 days, he has become so calm and more organized. And this morning he took out the trash, exclamation marks, right? I now take time to explain why I'm asking them to do something instead of just giving them instructions. And in brackets, she says orders, oh my. So it's her youngest 14th birthday on the weekend, and she's looking forward to spending time with him and doing whatever he wants. And she finishes off by just thanks from my heart to you and Nathan and your lovely family. You've renewed my hope that we can be a thriving family. Looking forward to chatting more. So that was just, something that's just come in within a couple of days of starting this, this program with you. So day 1, we talked about, really focusing on the outcome you want. And a lot of that, for those of you who did tune in, is around language, right? So we talked about the language we use. We talked about focusing on the things that we want, using the language affirmatively, so to actually ask for what we want. And we also learned about the switch it game, and that's what was spoken about in that lovely testimony there. So be sure to tune into day 1 to catch all of those. We also shared our journey and our story, because I really felt it was important for people to understand why we are so passionate about this, not only myself as a mum, but Nathan as a big brother and also as a practitioner, because he actually became a practitioner because of this journey that we had. Him being 8 years older, he actually really, could understand what was going on. And he became a naturopath because of our family's challenges. So I love that saying, out of every adversity comes an equivalent or greater benefit. And the benefit was for Nathan that he actually chose a career in health and wellness rather than what he was going to do in computers, which I think is a bit boring. So I'm glad he's a naturopath, right? And he's still really good at computers anyway. So we shared our story. We talked about focusing on the outcome you really want. And we learned the switch it game. Another bit of feedback I got from people from stuff that what they really liked was the example of the when then. So rather than, using terms like if you don't, then you won't, we shared how you can just say when you, then you. So when you get all of your homework done, then you can have an hour of free time on your phone or computer or whatever it is. So it's very simple switch. Instead of if you don't do your homework, you won't be able to, it's then you just switch it to when you do your homework then. So that was, got a lot of really good feedback on that, got a lot of really good feedback on the Switch It game and how much people really enjoyed the Switch It game. And as you could hear from Dr. Flo, actually starting to implement it, which was fantastic. So yeah, we talked about eliminating the words no, not, and don't, and switching our thoughts to, you know, what it is we really want. So that was day one. You had some home play as well to do. So to start thinking about the things you don't want, and then just to start rewording them in the tense that you do want. And we encouraged you to practice the Switch It game as well. So I'd love to know how you're all going with the Switch It game as well. So that was day one. Right, day two was it's all about cooperation, not control. So I did actually have 10 parenting tips to share on that day. However, you know, we got so into the parenting tips that I shared and the interaction was so amazing that I only covered, I think, 6 of them. But we did talk about parenting tip, working towards gaining cooperation with children, not control. And that was a really, you know, interesting one because we talked about the difference between cooperation and control. We did always focusing on the outcome you want, which was a little bit of a recap from day one. We also did show your children you are their biggest supporter and their number one fan. And I told a very heartfelt story in that one that you'll have to go back and listen to. It's quite a long story. We also talked about if you are co-parenting, it is important to be back to back with each other. And I know that even within our group, we had, you know, parents who were co-parenting in the same home. We had parents who were co-parenting separately. And we also had parents who were single parents and didn't have that support. So we had quite a variety of parents and we had some educators as well. We had some grandparents tuning in as well. So that was a really good one to talk about. We also talked about phrasing all the consequences you give your children in a positive tense rather than a negative. And of course, that goes back to the language again, right? And what else did we do? I think the last one we covered was the more we give our children, the more we get back. And then, of course, I talked about the story where Caleb shared at one of my book launches that he became, like, somebody actually asked him, so how, you know, how is it that you have transformed so quickly from where you were to where you are now? And he was at 16 at this stage. Excuse me. And he basically said, because I saw the effort that my mum and dad are going to and, you know, all the effort that they're putting in, I just wanted to be the best son I could be. And that still really, you know, pulls at my heartstrings, that one. So that's what we covered. We had some more, but we ran out of time. So that's why, you know, we're doing our 12-week program so we can just cover a whole bunch more. Excuse me, sorry. And then, of course, please excuse me. And then, of course, I've done a lot of talking over the last few days. And then, of course, day 3, we had Nathan with his 4 secret health hacks. So he talked about the gut-brain connection, and I'm not even going to attempt to talk about it the way he did. We talked about diet and food intolerances. So this is something I actually know about. And as a matter of fact, my very first book that I wrote, Hidden Dangers, is all about, you know, well, a lot of the book is about diet and food and all of the additives, etc. I also have a little code breaker that goes with that as well. If you continue on with our program, you will actually have access and you'll have copies of all of my books and all of our audios as well. So we talked about diet and food intolerances, the gut lining, the bowels. That was interesting. That was a shitty question, wasn't it? Okay. He talked about microbiome. He talked about, you know, why nutrition is so important. And he talked about a few, you know, basic nutritional hacks, and tested us on our knowledge of nutrition and etc. And there were some really clever people who knew the answers, which was great. What else did he cover? He covered environmental toxins, so all of the toxins that are in and around our home, you know, that cause challenges to our health and our children's health. He went through a house audit, which is in your home plane, and we've actually attached that house audit sheet, but you should have also been emailed that. That would have been in your home play and in your worksheet. He talked about water hacks, so how important not only it is to drink water, but to drink the right sort of water, to drink alkalized, highly antioxidant rich, hydrogen rich water that not only is void of the nasties, but also is high in antioxidants, is high in hydrogen, and is actually therapeutic to drink. So personally, we've been drinking this water for 18 months in our family now, and absolutely loving it. I've become a water snob. That's how passionate I am about this water. He talked about self-esteem and self-worth and emotions, and some subconscious hacks around that. And then, of course, we talked about our program. We've got two levels in our program. We've got our regular program, our standard program, which includes the 12-week online personal parenting course, which has got 24 modules. So that'll be modules from both Nathan and myself. So that basically you'll get 2 modules a week to review and go over. And then we'll have also 12 weekly, depending on how many people in the group, roughly about an hour and a half parenting breakthrough calls, where all of the people who are joining the 12-week program, it'll be interactive. We'll get to talk about our wins and our challenges and any questions we have, and we'll learn from each other. So it's not just you'll be learning from Nathan and I, will be learning from each other as well. You'll also have access to our private Facebook group. So not this group, there'll be another group that will just be for people doing the course. And of course, that will be priceless. You'll have access to PDFs of all of my 6 books, right? And you'll have access to the MP3s of the 3 subliminal, which are really, really important. So we've got the one for the children, the one for adults or young adults, and the one for parents. So you'll have access, you'll have a lot of reading there, like that's 10 years worth of my writing there. Like I've written all of these 6 books over 10 years. So there's definitely a lot of reading there for you, right? And there might be one that you particularly want to read first. This, of course, is my very favorite book, The Revolting Child. That is our whole story, which I'm sure you will really, really relate to. So that is our standard package. And then, of course, we have our VIP package as well, which as well as including all the things in the regular program, includes a 90-minute combined call with Nathan and myself, and then 2 60-minute calls with both Nathan and I that you can use anytime during the 12-week period or for up to a month later. So that's 5 one-on-one calls in total, and also a bonus holiday valued up to $2,000. And of course, we just heard before that one lucky parenting couple actually won one of those as well. So we had some love bombs, that we shared for people who took quick action. So we have some people who are going to be enjoying those love bombs. And basically, we just really wanted to put something together that we knew, for those people who wanted to continue working on their parenting, that we would have something that not only is it, remember the 3 C's, it's not just the course and the content, but also the coaching and the communication, and of course the community, and that, that feeling of belonging. So that's it. That's a very quick overview of 3+ hours, 3.5, 4 hours of content. So just a quick review for those people who might not have had a chance yet to tune in. Hopefully this has encouraged you to do so. Yes, so we look forward to once again keeping in touch. We'll keep this group open, but also keep in mind that those people who come and do the 12-week program will be going across to another group, but we'll keep this group open for interaction, and we'll keep putting some value in here. I've got another parenting page as well, the Parenting Strategist. So I've got the 2 pages, but this group is kind of probably a little bit more interactive. The Parenting Strategist page I've had for many, many years, but you're welcome to join that as well. You'll probably find some different stuff on that that's not on this page. So thank you once again. That's it from me today, Lillian Reiki, the Parenting Strategist. I look forward to catching up with some of you again. And please do remember, if you have any questions around the program or how we can help you to participate in that, please do let us know. Drop us, probably best is a Facebook Messenger message. Yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, Thank you again. And please, just one last thing that I've remembered is, if you know somebody, and I'm sure you must all know a parent, you know, like somebody who could benefit from this. If you got any value at all from this and you know somebody who could benefit from this, please do just invite them into the Facebook group and tag them into the 3 days. They will be up for another week for people to listen to. So please do your friend a favor and invite them along. Let them know, you know, the value that you got. And when we are ready to launch this again, perhaps you can invite them along as well. So that's it finally from me now. Okay, bye for now.